everybody! It's been a long time since I've actually done something Destiny 2 related. I've definitely missed it. I miss you guys. I miss making Destiny content, but it is what it is. The game's in a pretty bad place right now. But today's video, I'm finally going to be reacting to the Renegade stuff. I'm going to be looking at the Renegades ViDoc today, as well as the recent trailer that came out a few days ago. But yeah, let's get into it. I will say I'm not really looking forward to Renegades, because I've never been a fan of Star Wars. I couldn't get into it. Yeah, so I'm not excited for this expansion, but like that, I don't know. I don't like the collab idea. I love like Destiny original story, but I'm still gonna give this a go regardless.
Seeing how stunningly Star Wars it felt was electric.
I just jumped into that walker and I just annihilated the encounter.
Squeezing that trigger and feeling that blaster just go off, it was like a whole new world opened up for me.
There's something really special here that we haven't really done in Destiny before.
That ignition, that hiss, that sound.
Oh, it's like that. Okay.
I want original Destiny stuff. I don't like crossovers like this.
Of a prophecy that says our end is already written. It's here we draw a line in the sand where we start the long journey to fight our fate. In Renegades, Guardians infiltrate a criminal underworld to save a friend whose past has caught up with him and disrupt the rise of powerful new enemies.
What?
In special collaboration with Lucasfilm Games, we took inspiration from Star Wars to craft a one-of-a-kind Destiny story. Renegades redefines what an expansion can be. It brings the grit, guns, and glory of a space western to Destiny. But Renegades isn't just about power. It's about what you're willing to risk to change the future.
The folks at Lucasfilm were such great collaborators. They understood that in order for this to work, we had to find where the Venn diagram of our two stories meet. Themes of underdogs rising up against something much larger than themselves. Themes of hope. Those little places in that Venn diagram were the ones that really helped us find the story that we want to tell together.
If you look at Star Wars and you look at Destiny, you can kind of see that parallel that exists.
That
so
looks
for instance,
cool.
our Dredgen, they're our Sith.
Pretty Sithy.
Yeah, and then you've got the Barrett Imperium, and they are very, very Empire-like.
Yes.
They have a huge appetite for expansion.
I think of the Praxic Order. There are Jedi in this release, and they are very focused on order and law and understanding that there is a binary in our universe of good and evil. We get to poke at that a little bit in a way that suits our story and our world, while still feeling very much like the inspiration that we're calling from. Edge of Fate leaves us with a really
This
big
was
pass
cool.
forward
I like
into
this
the
about
future.
Edge of Fate, but like the rest of the
know
expansion,
this
I'm just like,
prophecy
huh?
now that tells us that we need to bind the Nine or we face extinction. And Drifter was there on Kepler. He saw all of this.
Not running from this one.
Bro
Drifter
literally
is
went to a
convinced
black
that
hole
there's a
and
connection
aged.
between the Nine and the rise of this new faction, the Barrett Imperium. He sees them rising at an unnaturally fast rate and is insistent that there's a problem. But the Vanguard isn't listening. They're insisting that he needs to stand down.
The cool thing about this criminal underworld is you and Drifter and your crew, you come in at the bottom, and at the top, there's the Barrett Imperium. You need to work with all these crooked criminal syndicates in between. Building your power, building up the notoriety.
That's pretty
getting the gear
colors.
that you need to take down that powerful Imperium at the top.
Wait, what?
There's a weapon that the Barrett Imperium have made, and we need to be the ones to destroy it. And we're not going to be able to do that unless we work with exactly the kind of people that we normally fight. So we're going to head out to the Lawless frontier, and one job at a time, we're going to take down the Imperium.
I hate deserts, man.
The Lawless frontier.
Why are we
is
back
filled
in the
with big,
desert?
chaotic, cooperative activities. You're gonna choose the job, you're gonna choose which renegade abilities you're gonna take into those jobs, and then you're gonna drop into the action with your team, smash up those objectives, get as many riches and treasures as you can, and then get out or die trying.
To do that,
Oh,
you're gonna
7
go
Guardian.
to the Lost Frontier holo map. You'll see Mars, Europa, and Venus with swamps that are very reminiscent of Dagobah. There's some hints of Hoth in Europa, right?
Yeah.
For fans of both Star Wars and Destiny, like Mars, which is some pits that are very reminiscent of Sarlacc pits. When you don't want to fall into them, you'll die.
These are Destiny locations.
These
It's
are all
just
things I
taking
don't know.
inspiration from some of these iconic places in Star Wars.
Let's say we go to Mars and you're gonna pick a bounty hunting job for the Fallen to take out some Cabal. And then you either matchmake with people online, you take your crew with you, you can play solo. Every time you drop in, you might be in a different location on the map. Your objectives are gonna be a little different each time, and it also might be a different time of day, so there's a lot of variety and richness within these activities as we want them to be highly replayable.
Okay.
Along the way, we're gonna throw a bunch of curveballs. You might run into a missile tower that's trying to take you out from halfway across the map. And you have to like divert and take it out, and you get some extra credits out of that. Defeat your boss, get to the exfil with whatever time you've got left. Call your ship in.
Wait.
All hell drops in on your head from the Cabal. Your ship flies in. You hop aboard and you got to exfil.
It's an extraction shooter with no PvP.
Over the course of the campaign and deep into the post-game of Renegades, you're going to be unlocking and earning a bunch of different Renegade abilities.
We got things like airstrikes, Cabal drop pods, vehicles like the Cabal walkers, interceptors, swoop bikes.
I don't like those new walkers.
Turrets.
They're too new and
abilities,
clean
7
compared to everything in the like
There's
Destiny.
a ton of
Everything's
stuff
sort
you
of
can bring
rustic.
in and just change how things play.
It's like a tech tree of options.
It's like a whole tree of options across support, defensive, and offensive abilities. So the player's going to have a lot to play with here.
The Lawless Frontier isn't just about raw power. It's about influence. Shady backroom deals, working for these
Oh, that looks
powerful
creepy.
syndicates and against them at different times. And all of this takes place at the heart of the criminal underworld in Tharsis Outpost.
What are
They
these
have been
Vics?
preoccupied. They've been off saving the world, and they haven't been looking at Tharsis. It's changed a lot since the last time we were there.
It's now this thriving black market, this criminal underworld. Tharsis Junction became Tharsis Outpost. If you have an unsavory job that you need done, you can find it at Tharsis Outpost.
Tharsis Outpost feels appropriate for both Star Wars and for us. When we looked at Mos Eisley as inspiration, we knew that we could play in that playground in a really fun way. From the ghosts that you'll see floating around to one Elixni with all 4 of his Elixni arms shaking up drinks. We took that inspiration and we found the Destiny spin on it. Criminal syndicates have moved in.
You're working with the syndicates. You are building your notoriety with them.
The 3 different syndicates that we created, we're going to be dealing with. The Pikers are Elixni. They're kind of like an anarchist biker gang. Unlike other Elixni, they're atheists. They don't worship machines. They follow relics. We've also got the Totality Division, a subsect of
I like
the
relics.
Imperium. They're run by Scions, and their enforcer Rao is going to be the leader of this group. And we've got Tharsis Reformation. They are a breakaway group from Maya's Vex. They're starting to think for themselves and figure out what it means to be an individual.
They're starting to do crime. They're wearing clothes.
Crime and wearing clothes
What
are
on
what all
earth is
individuals do.
this? It looks so
We need to
goofy.
have new people to fight and new people to root for. And this was our opportunity.
But the heart of the Renegade fantasy is not just surviving the Lawless Frontier. It's garnering influence and building your power so that you can bend it to your will.
In the end game, we get the best weapons, the best armor, the coolest exclusive cosmetics.
In the
You're gonna need to work
Eververse.
with the syndicates to increase
In
your
the
notoriety by
Eververse.
completing
That's where
jobs
it's gonna go.
successfully, alone or with a crew, and then doing so you'll unlock our highest risk, highest reward jobs, and at the same time you're going to have the ability to do the special job that'll take you off planet to the dungeon. And you'll also unlock Invasion.
That's right, Invasion is back. But this doesn't work like Gambit. It's opt-in, the invader has some initiative when Invasion begins. This is more strategic.
You scan the battlefield, and you're like, okay, is this the right time for me to take the shot? And what's the right tool for me to do it? Do I use an airstrike or a vehicle? Do I use a Cabal walker?
Just watch out for that double cross.
Yeah.
Wait. This is Gambit? Huh?
Renegades marks the Guardian's descent into a criminal underworld. A world of shadows and syndicates, where your light and your choices will cut a path forward. You'll fight dirty, break the rules, and build a hardened crew that can take on any job, standing up to the most ruthless syndicates in the system.
Bungie always does so well with the visuals.
Even in the darkest corners of this world, there's still a glimmer of hope. Guardians will have to find their own version of balance between loyalty and survival, between power and purpose. Because there's more at play than credits and contracts. Forces are on the move, ones that see you not just as a player, but as a piece on the board. To change the future, you'll have to become the one thing they never saw coming.
Start the engines. Take off as soon as you can.
I've been really enjoying these Elf Cheat Bingo videos. Anyway, there was another trailer to watch, so we'll watch that too.
Welcome, Renegade. I have another bounty for you.
Hello, Spiner.
But I don't pay for mercy.
Ooh. A reload animation. Sniper.
Out here, there are no laws. No kills. No vanguard.
I've forgotten the name of the exotic, but welcome back the Titan flying chess piece.
Welcome to the frontier, Renegade.
I feel like Spider's given us so many names. Interesting. The only thing I took away from that was the heckin' Titan chess piece. Honestly, as I've said, I'm not too keen on Renegades, but it's more because like I'm very biased to the fact that I don't like deserts. I've never liked Star Wars, so I have a feeling I'm gonna be go through this campaign and not be too happy. I'm still gonna play it. Still gonna go through. Hopefully the story is good. Anyway, it's good to be back at making videos again like this. I have missed it. In case you guys haven't checked out my other content at all, I do have a 3D model now for Genesis, my other form. I don't have any plans for Iris at the moment because the Genesis model was very expensive, but I am so very happy with it. So please do check that out. There's been some dance videos, some clips of me playing Battlefield, which has been so much fun to be playing with friends. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys all in my next video. Bye-bye!